All right, every week I'm trying this a little bit differently to make sure that I don't have all this weird stuff at the beginning. I don't know if it's gonna work, but hopefully this week it will be a little bit better. I think I'm a perfectionist in like multiple ways, even with technology. Welcome to another episode of Sight Reading Maverick. I'm really glad to have you all here with me today. My brain is a little bit scattered today, so this should be really interesting. It's buzzing at about 1,000,000 miles an hour. Sometimes that's handy when I'm sight reading, and sometimes it's not, so we will soon find out. I think my goal in dealing with that is to just try to be really mindful and focused and try to focus on, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe just listening, and maybe that will help calm my brain down. We will soon find out. If you're new to the show, the program order and links to the scores are listed below the video box. So if you'd like to follow along, some people like to do that, you're more than welcome to. So enjoy. All right, the first piece on the program was a request from Louis, and this is Domenico Paradies. It's his Sonata in F major. I don't think I know who this composer is. Paradies, I know there's a female composer that has that last name, Maria or somebody like that, but this one I know nothing about. Except I do know, because it says on the page, that he lived from 1712 to 1795. So there you go. So let's begin. The first movement, I don't know how many movements there are. Let's look. That might be handy to know. There's two movements. The first movement is something allegro moderato, and then it has a slower movement for the second one. We have lots of trills and dotted rhythms, and we have dotted rhythms that are both dotted 16ths and 32nds, and also dotted 8ths and 16ths. So before I start, I'm going to make sure I am getting the difference between the two. 16th notes appear to be the most prominent note value and the fastest note value. It does give a metronome marking of a quarter note equals 120, so I'm also keeping that in mind. So that's going to be like that. Now, one thing I notice is that several times there's this alternating. So that's a little bit confusing, and because it alternates the hands every other 16th note. That seems awfully fast to be alternating when I'm sight reading. So what I may try to do is simply play those not alternated, but play it in one hand. So instead of that's just kind of asking for trouble. But that's also going to help me determine the tempo too. So not too fast. All right, now I want to also, before I start, as I mentioned, I want to make sure I get the tempo and then differentiate for myself the dotted rhythms. So, that's the dotted 16th, 32nd, and then that's the dotted 8th, 16th. Hopefully that'll help to have done that. All right. Okay. lot of fun. I don't still know if I got the rhythm right, but I'm just gonna not worry about it for right now. At least I tried and to figure it out before I started. All right, I'm gonna now read the second movement, which is on Dante. It's in 6/8, F major still. So it looks pretty straightforward. Lots of 16th notes is the running figure. 3 pages. It says 8th note equals 1/16. Okay, and it says grazioso. I'm trying to find a spot that I can use to sort of help me really lock into a tempo. And I think that just gave it to me. So 4, 5, 6. love this. Let's see. I'm looking at some comments. Pre-classical music, CPE Bach. Nicholas, this is actually a sonata by P. Domenico Paradies. And if you look at the description box below the video, you'll see the listings of what I'll be playing and also links to all the scores. So I hope that helps. Hello, Helene. It's so good to have you here. Oh, all these great messages. Yeah. So Inca Warrior says, I wonder if the alternating notes and crossed hands were to play on 2 manuals of a harpsichord. Very likely. I hadn't thought of that. So Louis, thank you for requesting that. And Nicholas, so if you want, I do take requests throughout the week, and then I'll do it on a following show. So if you want to get those to me, by all means, or I'll just take note of what you requested. All right, next on the program is a piece by our Louis. This is his Soul of the Poet. I am not going to try to say it in French. And this time I'm going to try to show the picture. So this the painting, is actually by Louis's wife. Yay, Helene! And Helene is with us. Last week I didn't show you, so I decided I should show you. All right. So this is a piece I believe he just wrote. And the link to this score is also listed in the notes below the video. So it looks like we're in B minor. It's a waltz. It's Martelon. Dotted half note equals 34. Louis, I don't know what 34 is. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we'll just figure that out based on the melody and stuff like that. I see lots of ledger lines starting on the second page. Yay, I love ledger lines. I think I got it though. It's not too bad. We do have triplets in here, and that is also a great way to kind of get a sense of the tempo that would be appropriate. So triplets within a long tempo, you don't want them to be too trite. So 1, 2, 3. So that would be the dotted quarter note. I think that's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3. Louis. I really enjoyed that. I think what an appropriate title for that piece. Because of my brain going about 1,000,000 miles an hour today, I think I was having trouble doing justice with the tempo, but really beautiful. It had a little bit, some sounds of Russia in there. I'm not sure if that was what you intended. Anyway. Oh, good. Louis said that was beautiful. All right. Yay. Yeah, that was really beautiful. And you know me, I love B minor. I love these sort of really lush melodies. So thank you for writing that and sharing that today. Again, the link to the score, Louis has been so kind to provide the link. So that's down below the video. All right. And I see that, okay, we have a special guest today. Jon Grier is joining us, and he has composed another piece that's coming up. So welcome, Jon, to the show. All right. The next piece on the program was a set of pieces by Nicolai Tcherepnin. I think that's how you say it. And these are his pieces Sentimentales. Nick, my friend, requested these. He requested 2, 4, 6, and 10. I think there are 2 composers with this last name. So, and I think this might be the one I'm not as familiar with. I don't know. But anyway, okay, so let's look at number 2. Lots of flats. Oh, yay. But it's only 1 page. No problemo. And it has 6 flats for 2 lines and then at the end. But in the middle, it goes into D major. These look very different. Con moto piacevole. Piacevole? I don't know how to say it. 3, 4. Again, 6 flats. So we've got all the black keys. I like to remind myself of this. Plus C flat. I've been doing this all my life and I still have to do that. So I think it shouldn't go too fast, but not too slow. There's a tranquillo at the end. Very motivic. And we've got hand crossings. So, and it gets chromatic. But as I look, there's all these accidentals, but it's just moving down by half step. So really it should not be a big deal, right? Right. Here the left hand goes down to bass clef and then it goes back up to right hand. All right. 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to do that. 2, 3, 1. How different can you get? Yeah, really interesting. I did something weird in the middle section, but that's cool. Really like that. So that was number 2. Let's look at number 4 is what he requested. Allegretto marcato. Oh, this looks like a nice adventure. He said these were like brain games or something like that. I can see why. This alternates between 5/4, 6/4, 5/4, 6/4. So it only is dealing with those 2. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. I'm going to use, the right hand is just repeated toggling between 2 notes. The entire piece, that's good to notice, right? So really all I have to do is concentrate on this melody that's in the left hand, which looks like it might all be in perfect fourths. I'll double check that. Yeah, okay. Until the very end. The last 2 notes in the left hand are a 5th. So I use this to help me simplify it. So my right hand, I'm just going to be on automatic pilot. I'm going to mostly be focusing on the left hand. And I know they're all perfect fourths except the end. All right. 2, 3. That was hilarious. I thought it said retard at the end. It just says diminuendo. So it's supposed to just keep going, which makes sense. That was really fun. I think I would work at making the right hand a little bit more subtle next time. But anyway, for sight reading, that's pretty good. All right, number 6 is an andante. It's in C sharp minor. This is interesting. Right hand is in bass clef, left hand is in treble clef. Is that true throughout? Yes, until the end. And then in the end, they swap back to their normal positions. The left hand that's playing in the middle register is accompaniment. Right hand is the melody. So this will be really an interesting, fun challenge to bring out this melody while my arms are crossed. It's in 3/2, andante. So, and then at the end it goes into a sostenuto, and then più sostenuto, and that's a more homophonic section. I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. That was lovely too. I'm enjoying all these. All right. And then number 10 is the last one that he requested from this set. Moderato Tranquillo. This one's 2 pages. Looks like we've got a few different textures going on in here. It's more legato in the first part, but then at the end it goes into staccato. Different time signatures. 3/4, 2/4, 3/4. We've got some syncopations in the left hand throughout. Actually in both, no, it's always in the left hand that the syncopations occur. So that's good to keep in mind. So especially if I know there's lots of syncopations, I look to the other hand to see if that other hand is going to provide a more steady, consistent pulse. And then I'll rely on that to kind of keep me grounded. And then hopefully those syncopations will work against them. That's what I meant to say. So I'm trying to find a tempo. I think that sounds tranquillo. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, okay, that was really interesting. I missed the last note because I thought it was going to end on do, and it didn't. Arr! That Nicolas. Anyway, those were really interesting. There's 12 of them, so if that appealed to you, by all means, take a look at them on IMSLP and the links below. All right. Oh, I'm so excited about the next one. All right, the next piece on the program, earlier, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine who teaches at a nearby university, I think he gave my name to a composer named Jon Grier. And I can't be for sure, but Jon, did you work at Eastman? For some reason, that name sounds really familiar to me, and I think maybe he worked at Eastman when I was a student there. Anyway, and I know that my colleague who put me in touch with this composer also went to Eastman. So anyway, Jon Grier, and he sent me via Facebook some information on a new sonata that he's written based on Appalachian Fiddle Tunes. And that's where I live. I'm in the middle of Appalachia. I think that's how you say it in this part of the woods. And the sonata looks intensely difficult, and but the fourth movement is called the Nightengale. And that one looked doable. So I asked for permission to be able to put my sight reading skills to the test on the Nightengale. I can't remember, let's see, the Nightengale. It's based on a tender soldier ballad. It's about an ardent young soldier who woos a winsome young lady by playing his fiddle. He asks her to marry him, but she entreats him to play one more tune. In the end, she reveals that she is married with 6 children. Oh my gosh! He resolves to steep himself in melancholy, drink, and the singing of the nightingales in spring. Okay. So anyway, that's what this movement is about. Oh, okay, no, Jon wasn't there. He was at the Greenville Fine Arts Center. All right, I don't know anything about that. All right, so the Nightingale. 2 sharps. I'm not quite sure. It's D major. I was looking ahead to see if I could determine what the tonal area is. So D major. Quarter note equals 96. I'm really bad at knowing metronome markings, but whatever. Anything else weird? It looks like you're supposed to hold the pedal down until bar 23, which is here. I'll try to remember that. The left hand has a lot of syncopated rhythm. The melody's in the right hand. The melody, it looks like it's in the right hand almost the whole time. No, until here it looks like it might creep into the left hand. So, yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. I might not get the tempo right. Sorry, Jon. Like I said, my brain is 1,000,000 miles an hour today. So, Jon, I suspected, I heard a little clip of it before I purchased the score, and I had a feeling I would really love that, and I did. What an absolute gorgeous, but at the same time haunting, especially towards the end. You put in some of those notes that are just, they really touched me. So thank you for letting me share that, Jon. There is a link to the webpage where you can purchase the score for the entire sonata. So if you're interested in it, just check down below. But again, Jon, thanks for being here, and thanks for letting me subject that to my sight reading skills. All right, next on the program is another request of Nick's, and this is Philipp Scharwenka's Idyll. Idyll? Isn't that how you say it? I have no idea. Me, the one that can pronounce things oh so well. All right, this is in G major, and it's in 3/4. Allegretto grazioso. When I look at this, it reminds me of something, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it reminds me of... I don't know why. Anyway, okay, so 3/4, allegretto. So yeah, I don't know about the tempo. The fastest note value are eighth notes. So I'm gonna think about doing it this tempo. Let's see how it looks elsewhere. That might be good. Okay, now here in the middle, the left hand has the melody, and there's repeated chords in the right hand. So I think that might work. It goes back to the beginning material. At the top of the third page, we've got sort of a harmonic shift. But then it goes back to G major. I think this looks quite straightforward, so let's give it a whirl. Dolce and espressivo. 3, 1, 2. Let me try that again. 1. Okay, I am really confused. I don't know why I got it in my head on the second page that this was in D major, but I certainly did. So I played it in D major for a little bit, and then I thought, yeah, no, it's in G major. So that was kind of interesting. Okay, well that was fun. It was a cute piece. Oh, Inca Warrior said I was right about Jon Grier. There was a Jon Grier at Eastman, but it was spelled differently. So, John, if you're still with us, that's why I got you a little bit confused. But thank you, Inca Warrior, for making me feel like I'm not quite so insane. All right, next on the program, oh, this is kind of interesting. So, one of the composers that Sandra and I have featured on our Piano Music She Wrote channel, which you should subscribe to if you don't already, is Laura Valborg Aulin. Oh, I probably just said it wrong. Well, I discovered that her brother was also a composer, and the music is on IMSLP. So this is Tor Aulin's 3 Albumsblad. So I have no idea what to expect from them. I think I'm not going to do the first one just for the sake of time. Yeah, so we're going to do the second one, which is Andantino. And because we're getting towards the end of the show, I'm going to go ahead and just not talk as much before I play. So Andantino, D major. I'm scanning it very quickly. That was really, really beautiful. Yay. Okay, let's just try the next one. I have no idea what to expect. It looks like we've got some key changes in here. So that will be interesting. It goes to G sharp minor. But let's just try it. Yeah, I still have time. that caught me off guard. Very interesting. I'm going to keep reading on. I'm now going to read an Albumblad from his sister, Valborg Aulin, who also went by the name Laura Valborg Aulin. So let's just try it. This is an andante. Just 3 pages. And then I'm going to read through a Scarlatti. So hang tight. I really liked that. That was really beautiful. So that might be one that I need to record for the YouTube channel. Although I don't know if Sandra had this on her CD, so I'll have to defer to her if she's already played it. All right, I have to kind of fast forward here. We're going to skip the George Onslow for today. We'll bump that to next week. I'm really eager to play those, though. A composer I hadn't heard of. So we're going to close out the program with a request. I've been making Inca Warrior wait. Sorry about that. His request was this Scarlatti Sonata K208, 208 in other words. I don't know this one. This is an Adagio e Cantabile, just 2 pages. So this will be a great way, I think, to close out the program. 16th notes. Oh, this looks like a nice one. I like a angsty one. There's a rhythm at the end that kind of worries me. I think I've got it. We'll find out when I get there. We'll see what happens. So tempo. Okay, let's see if I... really good way to end this show. I think just now my brain started to calm down. And that was a perfect one in which to do so. That was a much more straightforward piece to sight read. But what that really allows for one to do is to practice looking ahead and seeing if you can audiate what's about to come. Because there were so many twists and turns harmonically that are gorgeous. And if you just blitz through them and aren't necessarily realizing they're coming up, it would take away from some of that. So anyway, so thank you, Inca Warrior, for introducing that one to me. Really, really, really delightful. Thank you all for joining me. I see that Martha is here again today, and Malia is joined us again, and Sandra. So, and of course, Louis and Inca Warrior. So thank you all for joining us. John, if you're still here, thank you again for sharing your piece. Louis, thank you for sharing your piece. Helene, your artwork. So do send me your requests throughout the week if you want me to sight read something in the future. If you're a composer and you have something you want to have heard on the piano, even if it's just being sight read, do send that my way as well. So I hope you have a delightful week. It's a gorgeous day here, so I hope you go and enjoy wherever you are. Take care.